My child, you've been waiting for a sign. You've been asking for confirmation, for clarity, for proof that I have not forgotten you. You've been wondering if I still see you, if I still hear the cry of your heart, if I still remember the things you prayed for in silence. And now, hear me. This is it. This is your sign. This message, this moment, this word reaching you now. It's not random. It's not coincidence. It is divine alignment. It is my voice reaching into the middle of your storm. You've walked through days that felt endless. You've smiled while breaking inside. You've kept going when everything told you to stop. But I saw it all. Every tear, every battle, every silent why. And now, heaven is answering. The delay is over. The drought is ending. The season of silence is shifting. You've waited long, but you didn't wait in vain. You were being prepared. You were being shaped. You were being made ready. Now the doors are beginning to open, not by your strength, but by my hand. The ones who overlooked you, the ones who doubted you, even the ones who betrayed you, will soon see the fruit I've been growing in the dark. This is the moment you've been sensing, that stirring in your spirit, that rising in your chest, that unshakable feeling that something's coming. It wasn't your imagination, it was me. I've been stirring hope back into your bones. I've been waking up the warrior in you. I've been whispering, don't quit yet, because the story is not finished. And this sign, this word, this encounter right now, it's your confirmation. You are aligned with divine timing. I have not forgotten what I promised you. Not one word I've spoken over your life will fall to the ground. But you must keep walking, keep trusting, keep obeying, even when it doesn't make sense. Your obedience is opening things your talent never could. Your faith is unlocking what fear tried to block. I am the God who parts seas, the one who brings water from a rock. I do not need perfect circumstances to bless you. I create miracles in impossible places. I bring beauty from ashes, joy from mourning, strength from weakness. So take this word personally. This is not just inspiration, it is divine interruption. Heaven has stepped in. I am sending the right people. I am shifting the right things. I am moving behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet see. You asked for a sign. I'm giving you more than a sign. I'm giving you strategy. I'm giving you peace. I'm giving you supernatural momentum. But don't shrink now. Don't let the fear of your past sabotage the doors of your future. You are not who you used to be. You've grown, you've changed, you've matured in the fire. Now the fire in you is about to light the way forward. What's ahead of you is bigger than the loss behind you. What I'm birthing in you now is going to bless more people than you realize. So rise, wipe your face, square your shoulders. This is it, your moment, your shift, your breakthrough. And now, do subscribe to this channel so that I can be with you forever. The sign you asked for is here, and so am I. I never left you. You may have felt alone. You may have sat in rooms where no one understood your pain. You may have questioned why everything was taking so long, but I was right there, in the stillness, in the delays, in the ache behind your smile. You were never abandoned. Only hidden, covered, shielded, guarded for the appointed time. This is that time. The fog is lifting. The heaviness is breaking. What seemed blocked is beginning to flow, because I am restoring what you thought was lost. Time, opportunity, relationships, even strength. I am not just healing you, I am launching you. You kept going even when the enemy tried to convince you it was pointless. But the truth is, every step mattered. Every moment you resisted the urge to give up, You gained ground in the Spirit. You didn't even know it, but you were growing roots, becoming unshakable. Now the growth will be visible. Now the fruit will begin to show, and those who questioned your faith will witness my favor. I have watched you in secret, and now I will reward you in the open. You feared you missed your moment, but you are not late. You are right on time for what I have written for you. The delay wasn't denial, it was preparation. I've been aligning things that would have crumbled if I gave them to you too soon. You don't need to force this. You don't need to beg for what's already written in your name. What's coming won't require you to pretend, to chase, or to prove. It will recognize you, because it's assigned to you. You're about to enter rooms you didn't knock on, receive answers you didn't even pray for, because I saw the prayers you couldn't put into words. I've watched your quiet faith, the way you trusted me when nothing was changing, the way you praised me with tears in your eyes. And now I say, get ready, because suddenly is coming. Quick shifts, fast favor, doors you didn't expect. You will go from overlooked to sought after, from empty to overflowing, from weary to walking in power. And no, this isn't just about you. There are others tied to your breakthrough, people who need the light in you. That's why the battle was so fierce. That's why the resistance came so strong. Hell tried to stop you because heaven marked you, but the enemy failed. You're still here. You're still standing. And now the shift begins. Let this be the moment you stop doubting and start expecting. Let this be the moment your faith becomes louder than your fear. Because I am not a man that I should lie. What I spoke over you, I will perform. And I do not need the approval of others to bless you. I only need your yes, your trust, your surrender. So come close, stay near, keep listening. I am still speaking. I am still moving. And I will not stop until the promise becomes reality. Yes, this is the sign you've been waiting for. But it's also a summons, a call to rise into who I created you to be. Because what's next requires the version of you that refuses to look back. What's next demands courage, not comfort. And I've already placed that courage inside you. It's waking up now, it's stirring again. You feel it, don't you? That shift in the atmosphere, that stirring in your soul. That's me. I'm announcing your new season. It begins here. It begins now. I didn't call you just to survive. I called you to shift atmospheres, to change the temperature of every room you walk into, to carry my presence in a way that awakens the sleeping and silences the chaos. You have no idea the weight your obedience carries in the spirit. Every time you said yes to me, when it cost you everything, you broke a chain you couldn't even see. This is why the pressure has been so intense. You've been under a refining fire, not to burn you, but to purify you. I've been stripping off the lies, the labels that others placed on you, the fear that held you hostage, the guilt that wasn't yours to carry. I am making room for the real you to emerge, not the version shaped by disappointment, but the one I shaped before you ever saw a battle. Yes, the battle formed you. But my hand designed you, and my hand never fails. What I started in you, I will finish. Not in part, but in fullness. You don't serve a halfway God. You serve a God of completion. So don't curse the process. Don't resent the wilderness. That dry place was where I taught you to depend on me. That quiet season was where I revealed my voice. Now the tide is turning. The season is shifting, and what I am about to do will redeem every sleepless night, every prayer you whispered when no one was listening. The time of private weeping is turning into public rejoicing. The oil of joy is coming for your mourning. There were moments when you thought the silence meant I was gone, but the silence was sacred. I wasn't absent. I was watching. I wasn't still. I was setting things in motion. I don't need noise to work. I don't need applause to move. I operate in the deep places, and your roots are deep now. Now I can build. Now I can release. You asked me to open doors, but I needed to build you first. Because what I'm about to pour out requires a vessel that can hold it. You are that vessel. You are ready, not perfect, but positioned, not without scars, but strengthened by them. You've outgrown who you used to be. The insecurity doesn't fit anymore. The fear doesn't speak as loud anymore. Because you've walked through fire and came out with authority. So now I say, speak what I speak. Move when I say move. Don't shrink back when they question you. Don't apologize for the anointing on your life. You carry something sacred. You carry my breath. You carry the weight of heaven. That's why the enemy couldn't take you out. That's why the weapons formed but didn't prosper. Heaven has invested too much in you, and now the harvest is due. You've sowed in tears. You've waited in faith. Now you will reap in joy. Watch how quickly I move. Watch what I do with your surrender. Watch how I flip the script that others tried to write for you. I will write my own, and the ending will bring me glory and bring you into fullness. So lift your head, straighten your back. Stand in who you are. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are chosen. You are called. You are covered. This is your moment. This is your sign. And I am not finished yet. You don't need another confirmation. You don't need another opinion. You've heard me clearly. Now move. I have already gone before you. The ground has been prepared. What once resisted you will now recognize you. Because I walk with you, I speak through you, and I cover you. You've waited long enough. Now it's time to rise. Not with fear, but with fire. There is a fire in you that cannot be quenched. I placed it there, not to burn you out, but to light up the darkness. There are people assigned to your voice. People who won't move until you speak. People who won't heal until you step forward. You think your life is small, but I see legacy. I see generations shifting because you dared to say yes. Your pain wasn't wasted. It was a seed. And now it's breaking open, bringing forth purpose. You've been hidden, yes, but I hide what I treasure. I kept you covered until the moment was right. And this is that moment. Not next year, not when you feel more prepared. Now, because I don't call the qualified, I qualify the called. And you, my child, you are called. The sign you asked for is not in the sky. It is in this word, in this moment, in the stirring you feel deep inside. That is me, not hype, not emotion. My spirit is awakening you to your assignment. Don't ignore it. Don't silence it. Don't bury it to keep others comfortable. You weren't made to blend in. You were made to stand apart, to carry light into the darkest places. They won't always understand you, but they will see the fruit. They will see the power. They will see the hand of God resting on you. This is why I kept you. This is why I didn't let you quit. This is why you're still here, because there's more. More healing, more restoration, more glory. I am about to do in days what would have taken years. Acceleration is here. Don't be surprised when it happens fast. Don't be shocked when things shift suddenly. You've already been prepared. And when the blessing comes, don't apologize for it. You paid a price in the secret place, and now I'm rewarding you openly, not to make you proud, but to show the world what I do with a surrendered life. Yes, you've cried. Yes, you've questioned. But you've held on. And I honor that. I honor your endurance. I honor your trust. Now I release the miracle, not because you earned it, but because I promised it. And I do not lie. I do not change. I do not fail. So step out, speak boldly, move forward. The wind is at your back, the angels are at your side, and I am going before you. You've been waiting for a sign, and now the sign is speaking. This is your word. This is your release. This is your moment. Walk in it. Live in it. Believe it. I didn't bring you this far just to leave you. I didn't speak those promises over you to let them fall to the ground. Everything I said will come to pass. You feel weary because the battle has been long, but don't confuse delay with denial. Some things needed to align. Some things had to break, not just around you, but inside of you. I wasn't punishing you. I was preparing you, because where I'm taking you, you can't carry old fear, old shame, or old habits. You asked me for new, so I had to cleanse the foundation. I had to dig deep. I had to expose what was hidden. It wasn't to hurt you. It was to heal you. I am not done healing you. There are still pieces of your heart that I'm touching right now, even now. As you listen to this, I'm reaching into the places no one else sees, the places you cover with smiles, the places you drown in busyness, the places you've learned to live with. But I see them, and I care. I'm not the kind of God who walks past your pain. I step into it. I sit with you in the silence. I carry you when you can't stand. You've felt alone, but you never were. That was the lie of the enemy. He wanted you to believe I'd forgotten you. He wanted you to believe you were abandoned. But I was there in the midnight tears, in the silent prayers, in the aching questions. I was never absent. I was just quiet. And now I'm speaking, loud enough to break through your doubt, clear enough to settle your confusion. You've waited for this moment. You've longed for this confirmation. And here it is. No more delay. No more wondering. No more second-guessing my voice. I am the Lord your God, and I am the one who called you. You didn't choose yourself. I chose you. Before you were born, I wrote your name into purpose. I called you mine. I marked you as set apart. And everything you've walked through was not just random suffering. It was training. It was pruning. It was refining. Because I never build shallow. I build deep. And you are being rooted in truth, so nothing can shake you when I raise you. This is not a maybe. This is not a possibility. This is a word from heaven. And when I speak, everything changes. So rise, not just in faith, but in identity. You're not broken. You're chosen. You're not behind. You're exactly where I need you to be for what comes next. Stop comparing your journey. Stop mourning the closed doors. What I'm opening can't be shut. And what I'm doing in your life will not be small. You will be a living sign. You will be the proof. You will be the testimony they didn't expect. Your name will be mentioned in rooms you haven't entered. Your favor will reach places your feet haven't walked. Because my hand is on you. This isn't just a new chapter. This is a new book. The old pages are finished. The ink has dried. Now I write something fresh over your life. So let go of who you used to be, of how they saw you, of what didn't happen. Let me define you again. You've waited for a sign. And now the sign is moving in your spirit. It's awakening what religion buried. It's reviving what fear silenced. This is your moment. This is your now. You asked me for clarity. You pleaded for direction. And I heard you. Now I'm clearing the fog. Now I'm lighting the path. You were never meant to walk blindly. You were meant to walk by faith. but not without confirmation. This is that confirmation. I place this moment in time to interrupt your doubts and awaken your hope, hope that had been buried, hope that had been trampled by delay. But I never allowed it to die. I kept a flicker alive. Even when you gave up, I didn't give up on you. I'm still the God who finishes what I start. I'm still the author and the finisher. And I am not done with your story, not even close. You've settled for survival, but I called you to overflow. You've accepted barely enough, but I am the God of abundance. You've tried to shrink to fit what others expect, but I created you to carry glory. Yes, my glory. You've been walking through fire and wondering if anything would be left of you. But listen closely. The fire didn't come to destroy you. It came to reveal you. I've burned away what wasn't yours to carry. Fear had to go. Shame had to go. Old agreements had to be broken. Because I'm doing something new. And the new won't fit in the old wineskin. You were asking me for a sign, but I've been making you into one. You are the sign. Your life is the message. When they see you rise, they'll know I am still the God who restores. When they hear your story, they'll know I am still the God who redeems. This is not just about you. This is about generations. You are the one I chose to shift the bloodline, to break the curse, to start the blessing. And you will not do it by might. You will do it by my spirit. You feel small. But what I've placed in you is not small. You feel overlooked. But I've had my eyes on you since the beginning. There were moments when you almost quit. Moments when the pressure made it hard to breathe. But even in those moments, you kept going. And that persistence did not go unnoticed. I honor endurance. I reward the faithful. I crown the humble. And your crown is coming. Your hands will touch what you prayed for. Your feet will stand in places that once felt like dreams. Because I am the Lord who fulfills. So prepare yourself, not with striving, but with surrender. You don't have to chase what I've already written. You just have to trust me enough to receive it. Let go of the timelines. Release the pressure. I'll work outside of time. And I never show up late. Every delay had purpose. Every detour held protection. You didn't miss your moment. You're stepping into it now. Yes, this is it. The door you've been waiting for is opening, and no man can shut it. So walk boldly, not in your own confidence, but in mine. I will not let your foot slip. I will not let the enemy have the last word. I will not let you fall when I've called you to rise. You're not just coming out of the storm. You're stepping into divine positioning. I am aligning things behind the scenes. I am speaking your name in the spirit realm. I am releasing favor that will find you faster than fear can stop you. And when it happens, you'll know it was me. Not luck, not coincidence. Me. I am the Lord your God. I still speak. I still move. And I am moving now. This is your sign. Don't ignore it. Don't downplay it. Don't delay your obedience. Because what's ahead requires your full yes. You've given me your prayers. Now I am asking for your trust. You don't need to see how it ends. You only need to take the next step. Because I am already in the outcome. I go before you. I stand behind you. I surround you on every side. You're not stepping into darkness. You're stepping into destiny. Yes, the unknown still scares you, but fear is not your portion. Power is, love is, a sound mind is. You have walked with me long enough to know I never start what I don't intend to finish. You didn't stumble upon this moment. You were guided here. Every detour, every tear, every silence led to this alignment. I've been breaking you free from cycles. Because cycles will keep you spinning when I've called you to soar. You've been surviving on daily strength. But now I'm sending supernatural acceleration, not just open doors, but doors with your name carved into them. Doors that recognize your faith. Doors that honor your obedience. You were never overlooked. You were preserved. You were never denied. You were prepared. And now you are ready. Ready to walk in what once felt too big. Ready to carry what others couldn't. Ready to rise where others fell. I didn't anoint you for comfort. I anointed you for impact. And yes, that anointing came with crushing. But what was crushed is now flowing. Oil, grace, fire. You were not broken for no reason. You were broken to release glory. Every scar carries a testimony. And those who once doubted you will watch you shine with my power. They'll ask how it happened, and you'll point to me. Because I'm not raising up pride. I'm raising up vessels, yielded hearts, purified hands, unshakable faith. I've brought you this far because I trust you to carry what's next. You won't have to fake it. You won't have to force it. You won't have to fight for it. Because what I give, I protect. And what I start, I finish. So rest, my child. Not in the absence of work, but in the presence of me. Rest in my voice. Rest in my plan. Rest in knowing you are right where you need to be. This is not the end. This is not the plateau. This is not the limit. This is the shift, the alignment, the miracle, the moment I told you about. And yes, this is your sign, the one you've been waiting for, the one you secretly hoped would come. I brought you here to remind you, you are not forgotten, you are not forsaken, you are not too late. Heaven still knows your name, and I still keep my promises. So lift your head, open your heart, stretch your hands, because I'm pouring out now. Favor that overtakes you, peace that steadies you, glory that follows you. You've crossed the threshold. Now walk through the door and do not look back. What's ahead is greater. What's coming is holy. What I'm doing in you will shake the atmosphere around you, and all creation will know. The hand of the Lord is upon you. You feel it, don't you? The shift, the stirring, the sudden stillness before the storm of blessing. It's not your imagination. It's not coincidence. It's confirmation. Because I'm speaking now, louder than ever before, and you're finally listening without distraction. The delay didn't mean denial. It was preparation, sanctification, elevation. You asked me to move, but I had to move some things inside you first. You asked me to open a way, but I had to open your eyes first. And now that you see, you won't settle for shadows when I'm offering glory. You won't cling to what's familiar when I'm calling you into the unfamiliar where miracles dwell. This is what you were born for. Not to shrink, not to stumble, but to rise. I've placed my hand upon you, and when I touch something, it can't stay the same. Everything changes under my breath. Every dry place receives water. Every barren place becomes fruitful. Every forgotten dream receives life again. And this is the season I breathe again. Upon you, upon your house, upon your future. I'm reviving what religion tried to bury. I'm restoring what doubt tried to steal. I'm redeeming what time tried to wither. Because when I release my word, it never returns void. And my word over you is this: you shall rise. You shall overcome. You shall walk in what I promised. The battle you're fighting isn't just about you. It's about the ones connected to your victory. That's why the enemy hit you so hard. Not because you're weak, but because you carry weight in the spirit. You shift atmospheres. You change rooms. You wake sleeping destinies just by walking in obedience. And yes, the fight was fierce. But look at you, still standing, still believing, still listening. You're not behind, you're in divine sequence. And though the days felt wasted, nothing has been lost in me. I redeem time, I restore joy, I release acceleration. What took others a lifetime, you'll walk into in moments. Not because you're better, but because you're surrendered. Because when you laid it all down, you gave me permission to raise it all up. You gave me access to your tears, to your hopes, to the pages of your story still unwritten. And I'm writing something beautiful, something sacred, something that only heaven could author. So stay with me. Don't run, don't retreat. Don't reason yourself out of what I've already spoken, because I'm not asking you to understand. I'm asking you to trust, to move with me even when the map is blurry, to believe when nothing looks different, to obey even when it costs you comfort. That's faith, and faith moves mountains. So watch as I move things around you, as I make the crooked paths straight, as I elevate you in silence and in glory. I will prepare a table. I will make your enemies watch. I will crown you with favor. This is not hype. This is holy. Not a promise from man, but a decree from your Creator. And when I decree, hell cannot interfere. You've waited. You've warred. You've wept. Now, you win. Because I've called it finished before you ever began. There is a stirring in your soul that you can't explain. Something deeper than hope, stronger than mere emotion. A knowing that this is holy ground. You are standing in the space between the promise and the performance. And I want you to hear me. You are not stuck. You are being positioned. I have not forgotten you. I have not overlooked you. I have not changed my mind about you. Every moment you spent waiting, I was working. Even in silence, I was speaking through circumstance. Even when doors closed, I was guiding you away from traps. The enemy thought he could wear you down. He thought he could exhaust your faith. But what he didn't see was the fire I placed inside of you. He didn't know that your tears were watering something sacred. He didn't understand that your brokenness was birthing a new strength. You are not just surviving. You are maturing. You are evolving. You are becoming who I've called you to be. This process wasn't punishment. It was pruning. I cut away the false so you could stand in truth. I removed the noise so you could hear me clearly. I pulled you away from certain people, not because I wanted you lonely, but because I needed you focused. You've been saying, God, it's been so long. And I say to you now, the time has not been wasted. I am a redeemer of seasons, a restorer of all things. What you lost in 1 year, I can restore in 1 moment. I hold time in my hands, and I hold your future within my will. You're not behind schedule. You're exactly where I need you. You're in the season of unveiling. For too long, you've been hidden in plain sight, serving, praying, hoping, waiting. You've been overlooked by men, but never by me. I've seen you. I've heard every whispered prayer. I've counted every quiet sacrifice. And now, I will honor you publicly for what you endured privately. What was done in secret, I will reward in the open. This next chapter won't come with striving. It will come with surrender. You won't have to fight for attention. You won't have to beg for favor. I've already assigned it to your name. Heaven knows your name, and hell knows not to touch it. I've placed my seal on your destiny. No curse can override what I've ordained. No delay can deny what I've set in motion. Yes, the enemy tried, but he failed. Because what I blessed in the beginning remains blessed in the end. And I have called you blessed. The wilderness was real, but so is the promise. The loneliness was real, but so is my presence. The questions were many, but my answer is still the same. I will do what I said I would do. I am not a man that I should lie, nor am I slow to fulfill what I have spoken. Your miracle has been moving toward you all along. Even now it draws near. Even now angels are dispatched. Even now doors are unlocking. Even now healing is unfolding. You thought you needed more strength, but what you really needed was rest. To rest in my ability, to rest in my timing, to rest in the truth that I am God and I do not fail. You don't have to figure it all out. You don't have to fix what they broke. You only need to trust that I am in control. I am healing what hurt you. I am restoring what they stole. I am resurrecting what you buried. You've been waiting for a sign, and now I am showing you. This is it. This moment, this word, this divine interruption in your ordinary day. I am confirming what you already sensed deep inside. You were born for something more, and now the more begins to manifest. You've passed the test you didn't even know you were taking. You stayed faithful when it felt fruitless. You kept believing when no one saw the vision but you and me. And now I will honor your endurance, not because you earned it, but because you stayed close. The blessing is not a reward for perfection. It's a result of proximity. You stayed near me. You clung to me. You cried in my presence when no one else understood. And now, you'll walk in places others only dreamed of, not to boast, but to bless. Because your breakthrough will break chains for others. Your testimony will be the very key that unlocks someone else's prison. This was never just about you. I've been preparing a vessel I could use. And now, you're ready. So go forward boldly. Do not fear the unfamiliar. Do not shrink from the spotlight I shine. This is not your glory. This is mine, flowing through you. You've been waiting for a sign, but the sign is not a star in the sky. It is the fire I placed inside your spirit. You are the sign. You are the shift. You are the evidence that I still do miracles in human form. And now I ask you, will you carry this fire? Will you speak when I prompt you? Will you trust me, even when the world misunderstands? Because the more I pour out, the more you must remain rooted in me. Don't chase platforms. Stay planted in purpose. Don't chase applause. Stay anchored in my presence, for I am your source, and I will sustain you. Your miracle is not on the way. It's already here. It's already unfolding. It's already taking shape behind the scenes. So receive it. Don't question it. Don't explain it away. Don't wait for more confirmation. This is the sign you asked for. And I, the Lord your God, have declared it so. I have walked with you in the dark. When no one else saw the weight you carried, I carried you. When your voice trembled in prayer, I heard it as a roar in heaven. When you were silent, still I was speaking to your spirit. Still I was working behind the curtain of time. This is the final hour of hiding. I am pulling back the veil. What was growing in secret will now emerge in strength. This is not the end. This is the awakening. You were not waiting for me. You were being prepared by me. The wilderness stripped away distraction, but it also revealed your resolve. Now you know what matters. Now you know who I am. So hear this and let it settle deep. I am not just the God of rescue. I am the God of release. You are being released from everything that tried to contain you. Released from fear, released from delay, released from cycles that tried to repeat. The enemy is losing his grip. What held you before cannot hold you now. You're not walking, you're rising. I have broken off every spiritual chain. I have canceled every false assignment. I have reversed what the enemy meant for harm. And now, watch what I do next. Watch how fast I move. Watch how doors swing open. Watch how people who once ignored you begin to take notice, not of you, but of my glory upon you. Because this next level is not about being seen. It's about being sent. I am sending you into places where your voice will carry my fire, where your hands will heal what others called broken, where your presence will shift the very atmosphere, not because you're perfect, but because you're yielded. You have given me your yes in the storm. You have chosen me over convenience. You have believed when belief cost everything. And now I will multiply what you gave me. Little did you know that your yes was a seed, and now the rain is coming. Not rain of sorrow, rain of blessing, rain of restoration, rain that heals the dry places. Even your family will feel it. Even your bloodline will shift. Even your enemies will say, surely the hand of God is on them. Because I am not just doing this for you, I am doing this through you. You are a sign to your generation, a light in the valley, a voice in the wilderness. You asked for a sign, and I sent you one. Your own story. Look how far I've brought you. Look at the attacks that didn't succeed. Look at the losses that became lessons. Look at the grief that turned into glory. It was me. It was always me. Now you're ready. Now you're steady. Now you're standing in divine alignment. And I want you to hear me clearly. What comes next will stretch you, but it won't break you. Because I have reinforced your spirit. I have strengthened your inner man. I have trained your hands for battle and your heart for compassion. And with every step you take, I will go before you. I will silence the voices that try to rise against you. I will scatter every plan that opposes my will for your life. I will cover you in realms both seen and unseen. You were born for this, and no power in hell can alter that truth. There will be favor that doesn't make sense. There will be blessings with no human explanation. There will be moments when you stand in awe, and all you can say is, this had to be God, because it is me. It has always been me. You trusted, you obeyed, and now you will walk in the promise. I said it, I meant it. Every promise has a due season, and this, child of my heart, is your season. So lift your eyes, lift your expectations, lift your voice in praise. I'm not done with you. I'm just getting started. And as you go, tell others what I've done. Speak boldly, pray freely, worship without shame. This is not the time to shrink. This is the time to shine. For I have lit a fire in your bones, and it will not be extinguished. You have been chosen, not by chance, but by design. And if you hear nothing else today, hear this. You are waiting for a sign, and I gave you this. I gave you this word. I gave you this moment. I gave you this awakening. Now walk in it, and as you do, declare boldly what I have spoken, because I will confirm it with miracles. The sign is here. The miracle is here. The time is now. And remember, this channel is the place where I will keep speaking to you. Like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss the words I will release into your spirit. For what I begin, I finish. What I promise, I fulfill. And what I bless, no man can curse. You've waited long enough. Now it begins. This is your sign. Amen.